Hello my fellow Rainers. As you may know, I recently made a video regarding my top surgery, and I happen to know that there are many misconceptions about that. So I thought I'd make a fun video regarding the truths or myths of top surgery. So strap in, I hope you enjoy. Number 1. You have to get top surgery to complete your transition. No. I mean, why are we even policing trans people and what they should and shouldn't do in order to feel the best for who they are when it's not any of your concern as a cishet person? I'm assuming it's none of your business. It's none of your business. I think it's absolutely ridiculous that we police trans people to do something when it's their choice. From person to person, it does not matter what you think. And I know plenty of trans masculine people who haven't gotten top surgery, and they're just as valid as those of us who've had top surgery. Hell, I know of a couple of people who actually don't want top surgery. I could never, but I say that's good for them. Look at them go. Honestly, they are so strong. Number 2. You'll regret it. I know I don't regret it. The only people who regret it got botched jobs, or they just didn't think about the permanence of the surgery or something like that. I would go to somebody's channel who does regret their top surgery and look at why they regret it. Number 3. You have to be on HRT. For those of you who don't know what HRT is, it's an acronym meaning hormone replacement therapy, also known as testosterone for trans masculine people, but personally, I was on testosterone for roughly 6.5 months before top surgery, but I do know people who've gotten top surgery without being on testosterone, one of which who is a YouTuber who goes by the name Ash Hardell. They talk about their surgery and surgeon on their channels for people who are looking, but I will say that I do know it's harder to get top surgery without being on testosterone. Number 4. You have to be within a certain weight limit to get top surgery. I wouldn't personally know anything about this, seeing as though I'm an average weight for my height, but according to BeverlyFisher.net, quote, some surgeons do impose body weight or BMI limits on the patients they'll work with, because of the fact that larger people are more susceptible to complications with top surgery. However, it's by no means universal. Don't be discouraged if one surgeon won't work with you, just find another who has experience with your body type. End quote. Number 5. Your top surgery is just aesthetic or cosmetic. I mean, seeing it from an outside standpoint, I can comprehend why someone would think that, but you are completely and utterly wrong. Top surgery affirms my gender so very much, and I'm so happy, I'm so proud, and I've never been able to feel like I was looking at my true self in the mirror until after this surgery. I can't explain how amazing it makes me feel to look down and not feel any more chest dysphoria, and not to have to worry about rearranging my binder all the time, or just, am I flat enough? I sincerely do believe that this surgery was a necessity for me because I couldn't see myself living another day without this surgery. It is that serious for some trans people. Number 6. You can't drive for months. I don't drive personally because I don't have a license and I'm not trying to get arrested, but I can imagine that it is more uncomfortable to drive. I don't know about impossible, though. Number 6. They'll just grow back. I'm sorry. You're joking, right? You have to be joking. Because they're not gonna grow back. Like, you don't even have to be on testosterone for them not to grow back. Simply do research. Number 7. The pain is unbearable. No, not at all, actually. I only took my pain meds for the first, 5 days, and I probably only needed them for the first 2 or 3. I probably could have gotten away with Tylenol, to be perfectly honest, but I just wanted to take what was prescribed to me because why not? It's truly not that bad. Like, you'd think it hurt a fuck ton, but it really doesn't. Number 8. Insurance doesn't pay for top surgery. Now, this one depends from person to person and insurance to insurance, but mine most definitely did. But then again, my insurance covers my testosterone, So take into account what your insurance already covers, and you could probably safely assume whether or not it will cover your surgery. But if you don't know, just call them up and ask them. Google your insurance's phone number and call them. Ask them questions. Don't be afraid to get in the way of somebody's day. That's their job. They're there to answer your questions. Number 9. You have to have a therapy letter. Now, this is another one that varies, but this one's from surgeon to surgeon. My surgeon required a note from my gender therapist stating that I am indeed trans if or when I started testosterone, and that I'd refrain from doing my testosterone shots for 2 weeks before and 2 weeks after top surgery for the healing period time. And this is for multiple reasons. Blood clots and some other things go into testosterone, so we just didn't want to risk anything. If I were you, I'd make sure to ask my surgeon. Number 10. Top surgery eliminates the risk of breast cancer. Slow your roll there, buddy. Not eliminates, just majorly reduces the risk. As someone who has breast cancer running through his family, this was definitely a concern from my surgeon, especially when he found lumps and lymph nodes in and on my chest. He automatically sent them off to be tested for cancer, and luckily the test came back negative. But if an AMAB person with a small chest or a completely flat chest can get breast cancer, so can a trans man with a completely or nearly completely flat chest. So still watch out for that kind of stuff. Number 11. All top surgeries are the same. No. God's no. And while we're on the subject, not all top surgeons are the same either. I had a double incision, which is the most common surgery type, meaning I have 2 amazing and cool scars. But some people get periolar, which leaves no scar, and it's just an incision around the nipple. And I know of a third type, but I don't know what it's called because I haven't done enough research on it. But it's for people with large chests. But some surgeons are fucking awful and leave you botched, but my surgeon is very talented, so everything looks amazing. So definitely do your research on what type of surgery you would qualify for, what type you want, and what surgeon you're going to be getting surgery with, because that can majorly increase or decrease your risk for infection, your dysphoria, and the actual results themselves. Please do your research. Well, that's about all that I could find from one session of researching misconceptions about top surgery. But if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to leave them in the comments down below. I'll try my best to get to all of them. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned something, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Peace out, my fellow Rainers.